have seen the athlete on the court, on the field, on the track, or in the ring competing, but what you haven't seen is who's the man or woman behind the athlete. What are they thinking about? What do they do every day? That's my job, to go beyond the athlete in this new segment called Untaped and Unwrapped. Helen here. I'm being joined by the WBO welterweight champion, Jessie Vargas. You are fighting Manny Pacquiao here in Las Vegas on November 5th at the Thomas & Mack, but I know you've been making your way around, and you just came back from Miami, right? Talking about the fight?
I did. We were out in Miami shooting a promo about 3 days, and it was mostly all day. You know, so about 8 hours of just interviews behind interviews. But it was cool. I mean, we like to let our fans know what's going on. Yeah. And that's what it was for. It was nice.
So it was a good trip. Did you do anything outside of, the interviews? Like, did you get to look at the city at all, or?
Not so much. I mean, it was more for work. It was a very productive trip when it comes to promoting the fight. But we did get to, one night, out of all of them, we got to go to Ocean Drive, my team and I, and we had a great time. Yeah. I mean, of course, we didn't have no drinks, we didn't dance at all. We had a bad time, but because we are in camp. But we did enjoy the scenery. We enjoyed walking the beach. It was cool.
So, like you just mentioned, you've been doing so many interviews talking about the fight. I want your fans to know more about Jessie Vargas, the man, behind the fighter. And so you've traveled so much, and I'm sure you've been to a lot of fun places, whether it's for your fights or just on vacation. Where's one of your favorites?
I love Miami.
Yeah.
It was different going and not being able to have, being out of camp and having fun in a different way. But it was still fun. We managed to find things to do. And it's always a nice experience being with, the producers and all of the TV stations. It was real nice. But another place that I enjoy to go to, you know what? I think that question would come better after the fight, because I plan on traveling much more. I don't travel that much. I have a 6-year-old daughter. So I can't travel that much. I don't have her with me every day, and I want to be here the days that I do have her. Yeah. So that's what's holding me back from traveling. But say short trips where I get 3-4 days, where I know that my daughter's gonna stay with her mom. I shot down to Miami, Mexico, Mazatlan. Looking forward to going to Cancun. Looking forward to going to Rome right after the fight.
Rome,
yeah,
wow.
Hopefully for her December vacations when it comes to school. And Cancun, there's other places that I wanna go to.
So it'll be like a tour, right? Just kind of around the world in a way.
Within the days that my daughter can go, or within the days that I know that my daughter won't be with me. That way, the days that I am, I won't be seeing my daughter even if I was in the city. So that's the way I'm trying to work it out.
So it seems like you're such a great father, and your daughter is a big part of your life. How has she changed your life, the past 6 years?
Well, as soon as you have a
child,
newborn, things change, because you look for their future. You know that you have responsibilities now. You have to look after them, and everything that they do, show them the correct way of life and how things should be done, and you have to you have to give them the right example. So it changes me in several ways. Everything I do, I have her in the back of my mind. Well, is it gonna look good if she sees this in a couple years from now, or I want to be a positive role model, so it stays in the back of my mind. I want to make sure she has the proper education. So I see myself as a good father. I wish I could be even a better father, but I can't have her 24 hours every day
because you're fighting and training.
No, because I'm a single parent. Yeah. So her mom is a single parent also. So we both divide the time that we have with our child, and that it's always tough, but we just have to accept it and get the hang of it.
Well, speaking of having her and also training as well, how has she influenced you as a fighter?
As a fighter, I was born a fighter. So
Yeah.
at the age of 8 years old, I started this boxing career, and it's never stopped since. After I had my newborn, it was a future for me. It was something that would create a future for my child,
Yeah.
financially. So I knew that I had to work hard and be at the top. That way I could generate more income, and things would be much easier when it comes to providing for her financially.
Well, Halloween's coming up. Are you going to, go trick-or-treating with her, or are you that hands-on?
No, yeah, definitely. As long as her mom lets me have her for Halloween, I'm gonna take her out, and I'll find a nice dress-up suit for Halloween She loves princesses, but I'm not sure this year. She's at that stage where she might want to be a witch, but she loves the princesses. So
Maybe
usually
half
every year
and
she's
half?
a princess. Yeah, usually half and half, but we'll see. I'm gonna have to talk with her by the end of this month.
Well, what will you dress up as?
I'm probably gonna dress up as Jessie Vargas. I'm ugly enough, so people will be scared of me.
The champion, just hold your belt.
Yeah.
And well, speaking of, Halloween, like, what's a memory that kind of has stuck out? Because I know you're so close with your dad.
Yeah.
And he's an integral part of your boxing career. But do you have any, special memories from when you were young, during the holiday season?
From Halloween?
Yeah.
Or just any holiday?
Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Every holiday has been a memorable moment for me.
Yeah.
But Christmas is always great. We have tamales at home, which every Mexican family, oh man, tamales are the best. They're my favorite. So I always remember that. New Year's, Christmas and New Year's, we go big. Halloween is cool, but Halloween is always fun. But we don't go all out for Halloween. So I'd say Thanksgiving is nice, but overall, I'd say nothing tops it out besides December, Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah. Well, do you cook at all?
I don't. I could probably make those soups that you just put in the microwave, some pancakes. I know how to make pancakes whenever my daughter wants pancakes.
Hey, that's good though.
Yeah, whenever my daughter wants pancakes, I'll make sure to have her like a little Mickey Mouse pancake. It's funny.
Yeah,
I try my best.
Chocolate chip ones or?
Nah, I just shape them up, the two ears and then the big face, and then I'll put strawberries and shape it up like that. But
does she like going to Disneyland?
She loves it.
Yeah.
She wants me to take her again next year. Yeah, she told me if I'm being good this year and I do good in school, will you take me to Disneyland? Like, yeah, I'll take you to Disneyland. So that's something that we have planned.
Well, your fight is before Thanksgiving, so I'm sure you're happy about that, so you can celebrate Thanksgiving and eat a lot, right?
I love Thanksgiving. I'd say that I'm just waiting for after the fight. That way I can that way I can take out my daughter and we could have a nice mini vacation. But Thanksgiving is good. I like it.
What are you most thankful for?
For everything that I have, from my family to my career, my team, my good health, my child, just everything that I
Your
have.
coaches?
I have a beautiful child. Yeah, of course, my team. I have a beautiful child. For having me, for God giving me the strength and everything that I am now. I look up to myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like the way I'm doing things.
Well, you should. You're 27, very successful. You represent this city very well, Las Vegas. What's your favorite thing about living here?
Favorite thing about living in Las Vegas would have to be that we could do so many different things here, and living in the City of Lights. You got the casinos, you got Montrose and Red Rock, and it's a family atmosphere if you want it to be, and then you can live a single life too and have a lot of fun partying if you need to. You can gamble all night.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do here. So, but out of everything, I'd say on a good night, being able to walk the strip, hanging out, going to a nice restaurant, and to have many to choose from.
What's one of them? Or like a type of restaurant or food that you like?
I love sushi.
You said tamales, but I'm sure
tamales
there's
is heavy though. I love tamales. That's only once a year, and that's in New Year's.
Once a year?
Yeah, maybe twice. But they're heavy. I try to keep my weight down even off camp. But I love sushi. Sushi isn't bad at all, and I enjoy it.
And I know you're training for your upcoming fight coming up very soon, but what do you like doing when you're not training? Like, what are your hobbies?
Well, I'm always training, but when I'm out of camp, I don't train as much, so I have more time to myself. And what I do is, I hang out with friends. I hang out with my daughter, first of all. In the days that I don't have my daughter, I'll find ways to make sure she's enjoying the time she's with me, whether we go to the movies. She loves Circus, and which is right across the street from me. Well, not across the street, but close to us. It's here in the city. And after, you have to understand that my daughter's my responsibility, so that's my main priority. And then afterwards, the days that I don't have her, or late nights, then I might go out with friends. And in Vegas, you go to the clubs, you go to a lounge, helicopter ride. You don't have nothing to do. You go to a helicopter ride. You got go-karts, those extremely fast go-karts. So there's always something to do.
There's like a lot of new tracks being built too.
Yeah. So it just depends. It depends if I'm single or if I'm in a relationship. That's what.
There's two different.
There's two different. Yeah, of course.
Everyone's like laughing right now. And what is something that you wish people knew about you?
That I'm very down to earth, and that it's easy for me to make friends, and I guess you just have to meet me and get to know me. Just all you need is one day, and you'll see that I'm very open and friendly.
And you love giving back too, right? To charities?
Of course, I love giving back in any way possible, and it's something that we always try to maintain and stay involved with different areas in the community. Yeah.
So what charities are you involved with?
Well, I help out a lot of, mostly in the boxing, the boxing programs, and troubled youth as well. I try to focus what I could do for the community, where I could see that it would make a bigger impact, and that is with the youth, because the youth is our future. Is what will be there tomorrow. Once we're older, and we hope that we can give a positive mindset and give them something to look forward to, that's staying away from crime, or staying away from jail, and staying on the right path to success, or just to being a righteous human being. And that's what we try to do. We came from a tough neighborhood as well, so that's the reason why I can relate to them. And we don't have to stay in that route where we're getting in trouble. But you have other opportunities that will be presented to you. You just have to look for them, work hard for them.
So do you mentor any kids? I know your daughter's a big part of your life, but aside from that, I'm sure a lot of young kids who want to become boxers, do you kind of help guide them, or?
Kids that are just related to the sport, I'll help them in any way possible. I do mentor kids up at the Spring Mountain Youth Camp, at Center Ring Boxing, at different facilities, but it's not so much if they want to be world champions. I'll help them in any way possible, but I'm just trying to have them be a champion within their own household, and where they have everything under control, and they're responsible, and they're doing things right. So that's my main focus.
We usually talk about the fights, but now, more about your personal life and what you like to do for fun. Any movies, that you want to see coming up, or are you a big movie buff?
I do enjoy watching movies. I have to say that I've been wanting to see that new Denzel Washington movie. What is it doing? You remember the name?
Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven. That's a movie that I've
been
wanting
action
to watch.
Movie?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's an action movie. Movies that stand out. I love all of Adam Sandler's movies.
Yeah, so you love comedies too.
Comedy and action is my thing. I watch scary if I have to. I don't enjoy it because I get bored when they're when those quiet scenes where you're just waiting to see what happens.
You get bored?
Yeah, I get bored.
Usually people get scared. Like me, I'll cry when it's those scenes. I'm like hiding under a blanket.
Yeah, you see, that's probably why I would if I were to ask you out to movies, that's probably where I take you then, because after you'd be tight, you had me so tight that you wouldn't let go.
yeah, I'm
So ladies, that's the trick.
Oh. See, he's giving free tricks and advice.
Advice to your boys, man.
And it seems like you're very close to your coaches Dewey Cooper and them. Can you kind of describe the impact that they've made on your life, not only in the ring, but outside?
Of course, man. Dewey Cooper is a close friend of mine. I've been knowing him since the age of 8 years old, so you can imagine, how close we are. We know each other very well, we respect each other. David Hayes, I've been knowing him for years as well. We trained in the same gym when we were 8, 9 years old, which was Nevada Partners. And Rafael Garcia, he is my godfather, my father. Friends that I have here, Jordan and Eric, I've been knowing them for years. I went to high school with one of my friends that's here. And we have a up and coming fighter as well that's in the team, Wesley. We have a great team, and we have great chemistry between each other, so it's nice.
Yeah,
we go out to trips, we went out to
important.
Miami, had a nice time, went on Ocean Drive and just having a good time, just chilling, but enjoying the environment and
the company, right?
Of course.
Most important. And I did hear Dewey talk about shoes, I think. Are you a shoe guy too?
I love shoes, I do. I mean, I don't care about anything else but the shoes. I can
Like
just
what,
have shoes.
Jordans?
I mean,
are they called
these
Yeezys?
here, I mean, these are Mizuno. They might not look the best, but they're only about $300. So that they're unique. You know what I mean? And so everywhere I go, I like to have nice shoes. Dewey's, that's something that he has. And he has so many.
What are they?
Unique
Yeezys
shoes.
or Wheezies?
Yeezys. He has so many of them. I don't even know the name of all of them, but one of our favorites. And I'm always jockeying them over. Like, man, those Yeezys are bad. You know what I mean? And he has several nice ones.
And lastly, before you get back to your training, once again, I appreciate your time, Jessie. What is one thing you want to let your fans know, and the fans that will be there supporting you on November 5th?
Well, everyone tuning in, first of all, I want to thank you for your support, and I hope to see you there November 5th. I know that you will enjoy the fight, so don't miss it. And, afterwards, let's go to the after party, I assume.
And still,
that's right.
Well, thank you so much, Jessie. Best of luck to you against Manny Pacquiao on November 5th. I will be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.